Wow, 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 wow. How do I bring myself on stage? Remove this one. We'll be here. Good afternoon, everyone. So I didn't really plan this would I say pre-booked the live stream. I didn't want to start editing and all that, so I just thought I could just read what I've drafted down and just make it, just do it. So, how are you all doing? You're welcome here. Hope all is well. How has the week been going? Hope it's going well as well. So please remember to give the video a thumb up and share if you can. I will appreciate that. My usual song. Okay, so I want to talk about boundaries today, types of boundary. I want to try and make it short. It's meant to be a video really, but I don't want to start editing. Like I said, I just finished on the other stream. So I thought I could just do that while I'm on live stream here. And like I said, I will be making it short. Please make yourself visible. Oh, hello, a healthy habit. You're welcome. Okay. So, like I said, I want to talk about types of boundaries. I'm just going to touch on them. I meant to actually record this, edit, and start putting it on board. I feel it's going to be a lot of work for me. So I'm just going to be touching on few types of boundaries. And the first types of boundary is physical boundaries. I will be reading, like I said, from what it was jotted down. Is is physical boundaries. I wish I could. It was a video. I would just be putting the what I'm reading out on the screen, but I'm sure people can get along with it. You're welcome. Anywhere, anytime as well. You're welcome. Please remember to give the video a thumb up, share if you can. So, physical boundary is the first one I'm going to be talking about, and who is allowed in your personal space, who can touch you, how close someone can get to you, and what you choose to put into your body, e.g., what you can eat or what you can drink. So, for example, someone will have to ask, please, or someone might say, please don't touch that. I don't like it. It's it's a physical boundaries. The person is trying to give you a physical boundary of what to touch and not what to touch, maybe on their body or something very close to them. You understand? So, and it could be, could you please take a step back? You are too close. The person is trying to remind you to please give them a personal space, or to give a space, you're too close to them, meaning they don't feel comfortable with you being close to them. It doesn't have to be opposite gender. It's one of the things I think people go with. If a lady like me, a woman like me is telling me to please move, you're too close to me. They want me to give them a space. Of course, we're human. You could feel a bit of what's wrong with this person? I'm a female, I'm a woman. I'm not a man. If it was a man, that I would have thought, okay, maybe the person is free, but maybe they don't want. So try to respect the boundaries. Of course, some of them you could feel offended with it, thinking maybe they feel you're smelly or whatever. We're going to talk about that one in another time. But yeah, when they tell you to give them a space, the physical boundary, they want it. Try to respect that. You don't know what it means to them. And before they twist it, they change it for you. You just have to respect that. And another example is, I won't be drinking tonight, but thank you for offering. You can't, you know, force that on them. They can tell you, I don't want to drink. Maybe you're inviting someone and they don't want to come, or they're there, but they don't want to drink. Yeah, you can say, why they there, when they know that I will remember to highlight your comments. I'm happy to have made appreciating the birthday cake. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Thank you. Um, Okay, I think I've highlighted all the messages so far. Yeah, touch boundary. There are physical boundary. Don't touch me. Don't do this. Some people don't want to get it. And being the same gender, some people don't. They feel, why would you be telling me to give you a space? Even our children, sometimes they don't want you to come into their room, or they'll tell you to wait a little bit. You'll be wondering, but I'm a woman like you. I'm a woman. I gave birth to you. I should be there for the females. But that's what they want. Even some you want to check their this thing, they will tell you don't touch, don't come. So physical boundary, try to respect that. Some people, when they notice that you're not the type that respects those boundaries, they will take it against you and they could report you or that could put you in trouble. When someone says if you need to go into okay, if you need to go into my room, I would like you to ask me first. Like I was saying earlier, like our children, you want to go into their room, where especially when they get to a stage where they know they are right. They are right. They can tell you, don't come to my room. Anyhow, some of them, when they hear the first step, they know you're heading to their room, they will shut the door and they are expecting that knock. And if you don't give the knock, they are ready to either give you that attitude. They will be some will be very cold. The gentle one will be very cold. Like they will be facing down. They wouldn't want to face you, or some of them will look like you, like you you understand. You have to ask questions. They're like, oh, some will tell you the door is there for a reason. You'll be wondering, I'm your mom or I'm your aunt, I'm your this one. You want to start claiming rights. You want to remind them who you are to them, but no, they are telling you this is what they want. They need you to knock on the door. They will tell you to come in. Do you know some when you knock and you're opening the door, they will tell you that's not enough because you did not wait for them to respond to tell you to come in. Someone will adjust themselves, get themselves would I say pack up or want to make sure they are well seated before you come in. Don't just assume because you knock. Some doors don't they open the door and yeah, but some of them don't like it. Once they tell you, please knock on the door and the door is there for a reason, maybe something they notice you've been doing. So please try and correct yourself. Remember that even when you correct yourself at home, it will help you to be able to blend in when you're out there. When somebody's bringing that message to you out there, it will not be too difficult for you to adjust yourself. But if you're the type that always want to shuffle it, or you want to fight it to tell them, oh, I'm this one to you, I'm this one to you, I pay the bills, I pay this one, you will find it very difficult to adapt to when you're out there. When somebody's correcting you, you would have even finished doing it. Oh my God, why is this? Oh God, oh God. I hope this thing has not cut off. Um, I don't even know if I'm still okay. I'm still on. Sorry, I got a call. I had to. Can I please call you back? I'm doing a live stream, please. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, so and another one is I don't want you commenting on my appearance, physical boundary. This I've seen it a couple of times at work, sometimes not the present work, but couple of works that one has been to. Some people don't like you to say I like the way you're looking today. Some read meanings to it, especially when it's coming from the opposite gender. When it's coming to just from the same gender as well, when it's being repeated, some people don't just appreciate it. Why some like when you compliment their look, like you look good today, it makes them like. In fact, you will see the way they will actually walk that day. They will feel so confident in themselves. Like, okay, I'm getting there. Some people need compliments to boost their ego to make them work better that day. Some need that compliment from the opposite gender. It makes them feel like, oh, I'm beautiful, I'm this one, that one. But some don't appreciate it. And once you're told, please, I don't appreciate when you compliment my look. They're already telling you, maybe sending another signal to them. And some when you do it, it makes their nerves to be alert and they will want to react. They might react the way you don't like. Also, remember that the way you view things might be different from the way they view things. To you, you're just complimenting them. You might not have any motive, any bad motive to it, or they will read meaning to it saying, I don't want it to, so for you to be coming to come to still compliment me, it means there's more to it. Or some even when you tell them they look good, they feel you're actually mocking them. So they read meanings to it. It's you're saying one, they're saying the other one. That's their own distance. So that's it about physical boundary. I'm gonna move to emotional boundaries. Let me quickly check some messages. My boss, thank you for calling. Okay. Trust boundary, physical boundaries, exactly. Here, learning from you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So the next one is emotional boundaries. Not taking on other people's emotional burdens when you don't have the capacity to. Not engaging in triggering topics, separating yourself from your feelings. Examples are, this is not a topic I want to discuss. This is not a topic I want to discuss right now. Sometimes some people are discussing something, but because you are not, maybe you can't flow in that topic, you just feel like, you know what, you're just going to change it. But some will tell you that, you know what, the topic you're discussing, they don't feel like it, but they have another thing they want to discuss. Try to respect that. If it's your show, of course you might want to let them know that, you know, this is what you want to discuss, but respectfully, or would I say politely, so they don't feel like you count them unworthy or unfit to be in your midst or around you, because you don't know when next you're going to have a show or something. They might have a very important thing to also contribute um to your whatever you're doing. So if you're going to also say no to them, it's okay it would be nice to say politely and respectfully to them. Another example is, I want to support you, but I have too much on my plate right now. People are trying to tell you that they are going through a little, maybe a lot. When I mean a lot, they might be busy. So, in as much as they would have loved to support your country, to contribute to whatever you're doing or to join what you're doing, but they're trying to tell you that, you know, they've got other things that they need to attend to. Don't feel offended. At least it's okay for them to tell you the truth rather than promising you. And when they promise you, you start making plan that you're going to have a couple of people around, but they end up so disappointing you. Let's say, for example, this live stream, like I said, I only put the schedule it for like 10 minutes just because I want to come up. I wanted to do video before, but I thought of editing and all that. It's going to cost me some time. So I've got a couple of things I've recorded. I've not finished editing them. So this one will just take me the time. Okay, so let's say I'm now expecting 20 people and I'm seeing just one because they promised me they were going to be coming, but they ended up not coming. So it's better they tell you the truth. Let them be free and don't take it personal because it seems you're taking maybe you want to take advantage of the way they express themselves. So please, when they tell you they've got a lot of things on their plate right now, at least they're being truthful. So let's respect that boundaries. Another one I will give example is, if you're disrespectful, I will not be engaging in this conversation anymore. They're already trying to tell you that the way you're talking to them or your tone is not acceptable to them. So try and respect that. We're still talking on emotional boundaries. So they're telling you some if you guys can recall, as some like when we're growing up, the way we say no to some people, it's not only when they are coming to touch you physically, but when we want to say we don't want that, we can say no, we do give it like, but you can also say it in a polite way. As we grow and tend to understand things, we say that okay, some things can be said in a polite way, especially when you're in a work environment. The way we talk to ourselves sometimes when we're sitting next to each other at home. But when we're out there, we'll be saying it in more polite way. We'll say, "Oh, excuse me, please. Can I have the cup?" Blah blah blah. But at home, you're like, "Oh, you get me the cup." We have to put that courtesy into it. We remember the environment we're in. But if we make use of it most of the time, we'll be used to it when we're out there, and things will fall in place. So it's good to also respect when people tell you that they don't like the way you're talking to them, seems it's being aggressive to them, or they don't like the tone. Excuse me, the tone could mean more to them. So me could mean you're being rude. So some would like to tell you that you should change your tone, that is not acceptable, else they will not engage in the conversation. Another point is, when they say, I need some time alone when I get upset, some is already telling you the way my face, if I say I need some time alone when I get upset, already telling you that what you're saying is upsetting me and I want to be left alone. You see that I'm trying to tell you to leave the space, or I want to walk away. So the one that wants to walk away will tell you, or if they tell you, so when you see them walking away, don't be offended. They're already trying to tell you what you're discussing or what you're doing is not acceptable to them. And the last one I'm going to give as the example is, I don't have the emotional capacity to talk about politics or what event during when elections are on. Some people, when they see, all they just want to discuss is about what is going on, the politics, the people that are voting, to vote for, they are voting for, and all that, but they are not interested. Some people are not interested in some topic, so therefore respect that, but respect that. Don't keep on and on and on with it, because some of them, the way they will lash out, you might not like it, meaning you've not respected their wish, and trying to make a force of it is like you're emotionally abusing them. So you're not keeping the boundaries. If they're trying to tell you, please keep boundaries on this, they don't need to spell it out that it's a boundary. Telling you, I don't like this, I will appreciate this, I will not engage in this. They're already giving you what they like and what they don't like. You're welcome, Versatile Nurse Francis. You're welcome, True Life. Official and official, and let me stop it there so that I don't mess up the name. So you're all welcome. Thank you. Please remember to give the video a like. And another one is communication boundaries. I'm going to give explain it, and I'm going to give examples. Respect the way to go. 100%. Yes, that's it. Thank you. How someone is allowed to speak to you, what someone can and cannot say to you, how you speak to yourself, how you speak with others. That's communication boundaries. Examples are, please stop telling me I am not too sensitive, or reacting or overreacting. It doesn't help and feels dismissive. So when some people tell you, you're telling them they are being too sensitive, some feels you're trying to shut them off. And sincerely, there are some people, when they don't like your contribution, they will tell you, come on, you're just too being sensitive. If you're just telling them what you feel about the topic on ground or wherever, they use that to tell you, oh, why you overreacting? Why is your own too much? I'm not saying we don't say it, but some use it as a way of dismissing you. And yeah, or it makes them feel to cop in. They'll go back into their shell. Some feel that you're trying to tell them that they don't belong in that circle. So therefore, to them, you're not maintaining that boundaries. Another example is, if you demean them, they feel disrespected on that. You don't value them, you make them feel as if they don't exist. They won't take it. Or when you call them names, some, they will just use the names they feel you should be bearing just because they've had issue with you. Some will say, oh, look at that parrot, oh, that traitor, those kind of names they've given you just because you guys had issue, or because if you had one thing or the other that you guys did not agree on, because you did not agree, it was a bit hurt during those times, they will give you a name, and they will be using those names to address you whenever they're talking to someone. Some does it to the extent that when they see you, they will call you that name. It's like when some people see me and they will say, oh, fat grace. They're already saying that to my distance. Some, maybe if the first initial time I might just my, but if I think they're actually making mockery of it, I might ask some people, what's the problem? What's the issue? Or for me, what works for me more is I keep my space. I like my space. My space works for me. And I keep saying that I will give the space. So some people, they will let you know in that way that what you're saying, the way you're saying those things, make them go back to their shell and they don't like it. And some also will end the conversation there. Some people, when they drop when they interfere or when they come into your conversation, they instantly dismiss your point, or they will just do as if you did not come in, you did not exist, or just want to round up the thing. You will feel unwanted, and that's because you guys are communicating, people are communicating, and they also try to chip in their own ways. They feel no, 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 that you're obviously telling them or dismissing them from the conversation, that they are not wanted. Another example is, I know you mean well, but I can make this decision on my own. They're just trying to tell you that you they're trying to tell you that your opinion is cool. They've heard it, but you know what? They are okay to make the decision on their own. I'll quickly highlight some messages so I don't miss out. I'm rushing, as you can see, because like I said, I don't want the video to be too long. I've already done 21 minutes. What if I was now editing? God help me. Okay, so another one is okay. Have I said okay? I appreciate you sharing your experience, but I am hopeful things will work our different I sorry. I am hopeful things will work out differently for different will work differently for us or for me. Most of these things I'm making example of does happen at work. Those are the things that actually even jotted that. I see the way some people, when they say some things, I will read meaning like, what does this person mean? Or if we're in the table, maybe we're having a meeting, someone pass a comment to another person, that thing I will just like, would I say I liked it? Like, what does this person mean? I will see their reactions and the way the other person will react and say, oh, okay, I get it. Some, if I don't understand, I'll ask, what does this person mean? So, and the moment they tell me, I will note that down, because it will also help me to know when I get such message from someone else, someone out there, I will know, okay, this is what they mean. I try to also read body language, you know, of their facial expression as well, to see if what they are passing across is trying to tell me to stop. But some people are very good at, even when they are going to tell you, "Oriye way, you're mad," meaning your head no craze, your head is no well, you're not all right. They will say, they'll be smiling like, "What do you pay?" You won't even quickly know, because they're saying that, with a smile. So it takes extra carefulness to know that, oh, this person is actually sending a message I don't like across. Another one is, I am not ready to talk about this personal matter. I would like to keep it private. This is very important. People that pop nose, you try to go into people's affair. There are some people, in as much as they are the type that like to help. Also remember, where I come from, they say a child that wants to be carried will do like this. Will, when you want to pick them up, they will shoulder up and give. So you are able to pick them up on both. A child that is still enough that they don't want you. They're angry. They are showing a sign that they are not interested or whatever. But so some people, once they see that you don't want to talk about your private life, they will keep asking questions. They wouldn't like to ask they wouldn't like to be asked such questions. They will ask you, so where are your children? Oh, are you married? This one. Are you this one? Why you've not given birth? Why you this one? When are you going to have a child, boy child? When are you going to this one? They don't keep those. They will still want to ask questions, but when they're being told, they would like to keep those things private because it's their private life. Respect it, because it's part of what you're communicating that to them, and they are communicating back to you that they don't like the such question. They would like to keep it private. So if they want to keep their life private, please respect that. And another one is, please don't speak to me on this note or on this tone. They are trying to tell you your tone is a bit high. Some people don't know their voice are quite high. When I had my surgery, I was also given the cons and the pros, that sometimes your voice could be loud, sometimes it could come. Some people have this husk voice, like masculine voice. So I tend to also be careful when some people tell me, "Oh, it's your voice is too low." I'll increase it. Sometimes I don't even know. They'll say at home, they're like, "Oh, mommy, it's a bit loud." Okay, so try to, but don't always take offense because what it means to them could be different. Some people are so used to being spoken to softly, and once you are the type that does proper proper proper, they will tell you, they might read the meanings to you and they will tell you they don't like your tone, or when you're warning them, when they know it's a warning, even if they are the one that's done wrong, they will read meanings to uh, all the ways you're correcting them with the means and the ways you're correcting them. They will read meanings to it. Some of them will abandon what you're correcting them on, but they will face how you are they are being corrected. Some takes both on board. They will take the correction, but they are reading meanings to your body language, or every other things you do from there is being read to them in a different way. Mostly is negative. So a lot think of how you correct them. We also say that to our children, that whenever we are correcting children, we should correct them with love. But some we might do it unconsciously, and they feel very low because maybe our tone are quite high. So that's that about communication boundary. Another one is mental boundaries. Mental boundaries. I'm going to read that out as well. You're welcome, Maureen. You're welcome. I think I've greeted True Life official, and you're welcome. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up for me. Thank you. Thank you, Joyce. I know you have premiere. I don't know what time, but I'll get back to that later. You're welcome. Another one is mental boundaries. Allowing yourself to have personal thoughts, belief, and opinion that differ from others. Being okay with others, not agreeing with others. Example, it's okay if you don't agree with me. So when we're having discussion, because I'm saying these things, some people might not agree with it. There was a post I did in, I don't know, one of the places, I think it was WhatsApp, and somebody said, "Oh, I disagree with so thing," but it was said politely, and the person kind of let me see um our own point of why she disagree with such thing, because I was talking about families, how you need to keep your family and not let your grudges, maybe the past fight that you guys had, come go far, and it doesn't affect your children, because it does affect some people that even their children can't relate. Their children can't go to them to go on holiday, and the children staff, they're part of the people that will suffer from this hurt. So some people, because of their ego, they wouldn't say sorry to their siblings because of that, and that goes on for years, and their children are also suffering from that, their ego. So that was the topic I brought, and somebody said, "Oh, well, I will not allow someone to maltreat my children just because of the blah blah blah, or because of family." So it was being said in a polite way. So what I'm trying to say is that it's okay to disagree with something, but please try and bring that up in a polite way. And I know the society we come from, um, some people will, even the excuse me will be harsh. You will like, what now? What's happen? So another one is, I respect your perspective, even though I do not agree with it. Just had one of the ways you can say you don't agree with something, and also remember their mental health, because the word you use to some people, they do take it to bed. When I mean to bed, when they are in bed and about to sleep, still waiting for the normal sleep to to come. Our mind starts maybe reflecting on things that happened during the day or just past few days, and your words could be echoing back to them, and it could even set them in very bad mood. They'll go to bed with it. Sometimes some people, once they think of before they go to bed, mostly does come into their dreams, and you know what, it's messed up. When they wake up the next morning, the thing, that's the first thing they will remember, and they are going to work. It messed up their day. So sometimes when you're bringing out some or bringing, let people know what you don't like, or you're bringing out a point, also remember some people's mental health, because it could be perceived in a wrong way. You don't know how long they will take it to heart. And also another one is, I hear you, but we will have to disagree on this. It can all be said in a polite way. even when you're disagreeing with people, these are the way you can drop, or you can let them know. Or if you hear them saying this, they're already trying to put your mental health into consideration, and even yourself, theirs and yours. So try to respect that mental boundaries as well. You cannot convince me that your opinion is the correct one, just as I cannot convince you that mine is the same. So remember, that person is also keeping boundaries. It's being said respectfully, and also keeping boundaries. Don't force it on them. Another one is, it's okay if we disagree, but I will need to speak to. But I still need you to speak to me respectfully. The person is already feeling that you're being disrespectful. So it's not a case of, how am I being disrespectful to you? What do you mean? So try and work on that if that is being said to you. And I will be sincere that most people that does this to us, when I mean us, I mean us. So is that when I mean us, I mean us. And when we are work mostly, and we're working with the other race, and some of them will tell you, some, if they just want to bring you down, or they feel somehow they want to use your accent, like me that have the mother tongue accent, they will use that to kind of bring you down. All I do sometimes, I will say it, okay, I will say that gently, one after the other. You understand now? So some do, they will also use that. So uh, if you make complaint, they will tell you they're also trying to consider your mental health. So mental boundaries is important. The next one is time boundaries. Time boundaries, and I'm going to explain that as well. Be right back. That's fine. Thank you. That's how much time you choose to spend with others. How others should respect your time, lateness, asking for favors, and so on. How much time you spent on a certain task. So example is, I will call you, but I can only chat for 15 minutes. When someone tell you that, they're also trying to tell you about their time. Maybe they don't have more time, but respect the fact that they let you know about the timing. So don't think they, oh, it has to be 1 hour, except you can tell them you're also not available as at that time, that you will be busy. At least they've rendered their time. But if they tell you they can only spend 10-15 minutes with you on the chat or on the distance, respect that. Okay. Another one is, please let me know in advance if you are getting late. And you know where we come from, time on invites. When it comes to where I come from, when they put 2 o'clock, people will be working in at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. So, and when they now go to certain places, they still bring that mentality and just go 4 hours, 3 hours, 1 hour late. And they find that they're about rounding up, or they've actually even finished. I've heard someone that said, oh, they got to a party that they've actually finished. And they had to call that, when are they starting? Those people said they finished. It was only for 2 hours. And you guys got there like 4 hours later. They finished because they pay for the hall. So, and you know, when it comes to all, some people will not take extra. They will not take extra. They only take 1 hour. Maybe they will use 30 minutes to put those things on the all in the all. By the time they finish, they work according to how the time the thing, and they're done packing up and they're gone. They'll go and hand over the key because they don't want to pay extra as well. Or some people have booked that. Some people must have booked the all, so they have that 1 or 2 hours to make sure the same oil is being cleaned and ready for the next use. So you can imagine when people now go late. And also timing. Somebody's coming. If you're gonna go late, let them know, because at work they want to know, they want you to call them and tell them you're running late, maybe there's a traffic and all that. Don't just take call. When you get there, you tell them, oh, I'm late. So also respect people's time, and let them know that you're gonna get there late. Another one, it was great to have you over and catch up, but I have to sleep now. It's an early day for me tomorrow. Sometimes we sit down in the chat, like, I have early day tomorrow, I'm going to work early, Some, when people visit you and they're still there, and you want to sleep, you tell them, but it's nice for you to it's nice, it's nice for you to come, but you know what? We have to go to bed, or the kids have school tomorrow and they need to get to bed early. They're already sending the message across. So appreciate the time they are trying to tell you that they value your time. So respect that as the boundary. Another one is, I can only help you for an hour tomorrow. Let's say you have a child that you want someone to help you to babysit or look after for period, and they will tell you the time they can do for, is the time they can render. So please respect that boundaries and don't push it. Don't think, some people will say okay, and they will take the child there, or they will let them go, but they will make sure they know they will not be there in 4 hours, and they'll keep the person late, waiting, and it gets on the wrong side because they've already given you the time. So try to respect people's time. And another one is, thank you for the invite, but I need some alone time tonight. I hope that you can connect another time. They're already telling you they're busy for that time you fix, but hopefully next time, if you're good enough to invite them, they might be able to consider that. They're already telling you that their time is quite tight. Another point is emotional boundaries. We need to respect people's emotional boundaries, how people can treat us, how they can behave around us, and what they expect from us. For example, I am not okay with you discussing private matter with your friend. Please respect my privacy. I am not okay with you discussing private matter with, so they want, especially when it's their own matter, they wouldn't be okay. They will like, because I'm there, don't discuss other people's matter while I'm there. Like, they want you to not discuss it because they feel you're disrespecting them. And they feel that if you do that, you can also do that when you can also discuss their matter when they are not there with someone else. So they're already telling you that is not acceptable to them. So it's also letting you know that the kind of relationship they can have with you, don't do that with me. If you do it around me, then we're not going. There isn't going to be us. So that some will let you know that. Another one is, I can't read your mind. Please clearly let me know your expectation and needs. Some you will expect them to do something for us, but you're not telling them, so they don't know what you want. They need you to verbalize, to speak out what you need, especially when you need financial assistance. Some knows you need some financial assistance, but they will tell you they can't read your mind, so they need you to speak up. So please also respect that. Don't say, oh, but they know that I need help now, they should have if that's how they want it, let it be. Next one is, I will appreciate it if we can talk this through instead of leaving it unresolved. When there's an issue and somebody is telling you they want you guys to talk, and you say, don't just forget about that. I don't want to discuss. You can say you don't want to discuss it right now, but if they want to have clarity to it, and let it be resolved, so that when they see you tomorrow, they will be able to relate with you or know where you guys are, the stage you guys are. It could help them to know how to maybe address you or talk to you the next time they see you. Next one is, when I am done with my work day, I need 30 minutes to rest or recharge. They don't want to talk when they get home. Maybe you guys are living together or wherever, but they don't want you to come to their room. They're already telling you what they don't want. So please try to respect that boundaries. So I'm going to list out how many boundaries did I even, I think about 6. And I started with physical boundaries, as emotional boundaries, communication boundaries, mental boundaries, time boundaries, and relationship boundaries. I hope this helped. I hope this will help someone out there, and we can differentiate the boundaries. Some of them really they're really so similar to each other, which you can obviously tell, but some don't still want to get it as boundary. Some will say boundary is boundary, yeah, but you can tell which one is maybe is emotional. Don't touch boundary, which is the physical boundary, is very important, especially when somebody's warning you before they'll twist the whole issue. So that's it for me, guys. Please remember to like the video, share if you can. I will appreciate that. Like I said, I didn't want to start editing. If I was to edit this video, if I recorded it and started editing it, I wouldn't make it just 40 minutes or so, because it's almost 40 minutes. But I appreciate everyone that's joined so far. Thank you very much. Thank you, LD Abit, for joining. official, and thank you. Anytime, anywhere. Appreciate you for coming through live. Thank you. Not versatile. Appreciate you for coming. I'm trying to remember, what did I see again? Joyce, you're welcome. Thank you again. Okay, Maureen, you're welcome. Thank you for coming as well. I appreciate you. And I think that's it. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Take care. Bye-bye.